I remember being so off my nut on magic mushrooms before, yeah, that I got lost for what felt like hours. Felt like hours, mate. Got lost on a patch of grass that I've crossed a million times. I mean, you take 4 steps along it and you're done. It's like a rectangle shape, yeah. It's long one ways, but even if you walked it along the long ways, yeah, from one end of the grass to the other, it would take, if you were strolling with your hands in your pockets, 2 minutes, minute and a half. If you were speed walking, you'd be across it in 30 seconds, which you usually are. It's along a road. There's a billboard above it. You know what I mean? Little patch of grass. Like the thin way is about 4 footsteps. 2, 3, 4, concrete. You're gone. It's just a little cut through. You cut over it instead of walking around the road. I'll go back to the beginning, yeah? Magic mushrooms. Mate, back in the day before, they're illegal now. They're illegal. They grow at the end, they grow basically at the end of my road in the field, yeah? Technically, I could get arrested for going to pick them in October. I mean, yeah, right? But this was before that was illegal. Back in the day, you could buy them from shops. And it'd be illegal if you took them home. I think I'm talking right. If you took them home and boiled them or dried them out or something, then it's illegal. It was back then. I think I might be wrong, but you could definitely buy them in shops. You could go in and buy like 20 mushrooms from the shop for a tenner or a score or whatever, and you could just eat them raw. Be off your nut, mate. So we used to go to Camden. Get a train up to Camden from Romford, yeah, growing up. Get a train to Camden, me and my pal. So it was only ever usually me and him that went up there to get them. That's an experience, isn't it? Getting the train there, bunking the trains all the way there, going under barriers, over barriers, behind people, flashing nothing at the geezer. Like, what have you gone through? Just crashing through them, and get to Camden. And they sold them everywhere. It weren't like a magic mushroom shop. You could go into like a clothes shop, and they'd have them in the back, or a cafe, or a shop that sold mugs, you know what I mean? Like one of those tourist shops with everything, like, you know, Union Jack mugs and key rings and crap. But you go into the back, little blue light set up, boss. Just boxes of magic mushrooms, mate. For literally about a score, I think, and you'd be gone. If you magic mushrooms, I mean, they're a hallucinogenic, aren't they? Yeah, they make you trip out. When you say it makes you trip out, you're not seeing things that ain't there. You're not seeing unicorns and running down the street and things like. You're seeing like wavy things, like things are changing shape and it's wavy, and like you do that with your hand and you see a trail with your hand, just stand behind it and you laugh at absolutely nothing. I mean, your throat and your belly are be hurting where you're laughing so much. That was probably the best thing about them for me. You're laughing, constantly laughing, non-stop, laughing your head off. I try not to laugh on people on trains is the one. But so get to Camden, we go to the, I don't know, clothes shop or whatever it was that we went in. Do you know, like one of those, not like JD, it was like sort of like, I don't know, like market value and built like that sort of clothes, like stuff you see Bianca Jackson selling on EastEnders, mate, that sort of clothes, mate. Went in there, went to the back, bang, bought the magic mushrooms. Nothing was in it. Like I said, it was totally legal. Yeah, it was legal. They grow 10 minutes down the road from me. Is it illegal for me to go and pick them? Yeah. Ridiculous, isn't it? But anyway, will it stop me? Probably not. Yeah, lovely. Bought a box each. They're like the long ones, yeah. They're like that. Undo the box and eat them there and then. Num num. All of them. They taste like mushrooms. Literally, if you like mushrooms, you're laughing. If you like eating raw mushrooms, you're even more laughing. I like mushrooms, mate. So, and my mate must have as well. So bang, we just ate the whole lot, yum yum. And you're gonna be off your nut by eating this amount. get back to the train station. Now we're starting to feel it. You know what I mean? We're bunking through and all that. By the time I'm sitting on the trains are full up. Like, underground's always rammed, isn't they? They're always rammed. Underground, don't matter what time of day or night it is, the carriage is going to be full, innit? So we're sitting down on the carriage. I'm starting to come up on the magic mushrooms, mate. And when I'm coming up, I just start giggling at nothing when I'm coming up on them, yeah? Same as trips, really. I start laughing at absolutely nothing. Like, before I even start seeing anything or anything, I just start creasing up. I have my head down, just cracking up at nothing. People just look ultra weird to me. Like, they'll get on the train and, like, I'll just burst out laughing. So will he. And that was the funny thing. That would be the funny thing, like, trying to control yourself on the train, because it would look so insulting. It's, imagine some poor bastard comes on the train and as soon as he gets on, me and, like, laughing. It's not even his fault. It's just something about him, like, just looks peculiar and really funny. You know what I mean? And that would be the funny thing, trying to get back to Dagenham or Romford without getting a slap for laughing at people. Yeah, we get back there now, and that was like a routine thing. That was the train journey there and back, laughing at people. We did that all the time. We go back to his in Dagenham, yeah. By the time we get there, we're tripping, mate. Everything's going all over the shop. Wavy, his floors looking like it's hills, and we're laughing at absolutely everything. I remember I was laughing so much before at someone else's house before. This wasn't on Magic Mushrooms. This was on Microdots, mate. Who remembers the Microdots? Used to they look like flints out of a lighter. That's what they used to look like. My mate used to get them on a strip of sellotape. Yeah, so they'd be like dot 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 dot, and used to take them off a strip of sellotape, sell them. By the end of it, this sellotape was yellow with LSD, mate. Yellow, like, it was thick yellow. I didn't even give a shit. I was like, oh, put it in my mouth, just chuck the sellotape away and be off my nut. But yeah, I was on the Microdots one night, laughing so much. I got kicked out of this house because I was doing the first night. Like, me and mate was sitting there just laughing our heads off, and like his big sister would just get out. He kicked us out of her flat, mate, doing a nutting. But that's what it's like when you're doing trips, yeah. Forget everything else, just the laughing, mate. Back to the mushrooms, yeah. So like we got back to Dagenham, we're in his house. We say we're gonna go out, yeah. We ain't got nowhere to go. We're just tripping our nut off. Back in the day before these were legal, so I probably would have just over a school kid, mate, still a teenager, really. And at the end of his road, right, there was like a tyre shop. You'll know the one, tyre shop, mate. You go there, get your tyre changed, or you get your tyre fixed, or whatever. We're sitting on the bench, basically, at the end of his road, on the bench, just looking at the, not looking at the tyre shop, but basically, if you're on the bench and you look up, that's what's in front of you. And he got raided, yeah. He got raided in front of us, yeah. I'm tripping my face off, and he got. What I'm seeing, which obviously didn't happen, but what I'm seeing is like Spider-Man and Batman, like zigging down on the wires, like going through windows and everything. I'm looking at him, and he's like, going, mate, what is going on? Like, he's sort of like half trying to hide behind the bench that we're sitting on. Like, I'm going, get up, we're gonna get nicked. We're gonna get nicked for what? Like, you know what I mean? They're raiding the gaff. They don't care about him sitting behind the bench. Anyway, we get up, we go away. Freakiest thing. That was the freakiest thing that night I'd ever seen. It's one of the freakiest things I'd ever seen. Yeah, just this geese, like, watching this place get raided, and all these geese in black just look freaky as. I remember another time, yeah, but I'm walking down the street. Everyone was on these Microdots. Except my pal, yeah, and he kept putting a dust mask on his face, turning around talking, yeah, and then taking it off. I'm looking at him, I'm going, mate, where's your mouth going, bro? Disappears. He's going, what are you on about? What are you talking about? And he turned his face, put it back on. That was freaky. That's the freakiest thing I've ever seen on them. People say they've had bad experiences and nearly killed themselves and all this, and had a bad trip that lasted for years. My worst one is my mate put a dust mask on and kept taking it off and was freaking me out with it. But mushrooms, yeah. So like, yeah, we watched this gaff get raided. Now we're walking off down the street, and we've decided to go to our mate's house, yeah. Bit of a walk away. bit of a bloody walkway. We were in Dagenham and he lived near Romford, mate. This was a massive walk. But we were off found that, ain't we? If we can stop off and get a beer here and there, you know what I mean? Tripping, mate, laughing at everyone, tripping, falling over and laughing at other people. Standing and staring at bushes for ages, laughing at the bush, you know what I mean, mate? Ended up getting to, by the time we got to where we was going, it's pitch black now, yeah? It was like evening time when we left anyway, so it wasn't like it took us all day to get to where we was going. But by the time we got to near my pal's house, pitch black. But, I say pitch black, we're on the main road, there's lights everywhere, it's just, that's what time it is, yeah? There's cars zigging past, lights on, it's not dark at all, like, you know what I mean? You don't need to shine a torch or anything, you can see where you're going, it's lit up as anything, yeah? Time to take the cut across to my pal's house now, yeah? He lives just over the other side of this billboard as well. Once you get over, do the quick, literally 10-second shortcut, my pal's house is a minute away. Even if you walk along the road, my pal's house is only 4 minutes away or so, you know what I mean? Just this little cut off just cuts off a couple of minutes. And yeah, tripping our face off now, yeah? Going across the grass. Like, whoa, mate. Like being on a bouncy castle trying to walk across this bloody grass, yeah? Mate, so I'm walking really slow. He's doing the exact same thing. Like, going really slow. Gone separate ways. And don't forget, this thing is like the shape of a ruler, really. But a massive ruler, like a rectangle, mate. How are we getting lost on this and not finding our way off? Where have we just stepped onto it? I ain't got a clue, mate. Give me two. Let me just get to you. And then taking ages to walk to him, yeah? Then we get split up. Saying we got split up, we literally would go like 4 foot apart and go, oh, whoa, we're going to lose each other. Come back. Going back, yeah? This seemed like it went on for hours. But I'm sure time slowed down, yeah? And we was probably on there for 10 minutes, right? We managed to get off. We've worked out how to get off, yeah? Just go in a straight line. Walked to our mate's house. He's opened the door. State of yous two, mate. What you been doing? We're looking down. We are covered. We are caked, mate, in mud. And we've only cut across grass. We ain't cut across a field. We walked on grass, not mud. We are caked, mate. Like we've been digging with our feet, mate. Like caked. Like, do you know when your feet are just, you can't even see your trainers. It's just like another trainer of mud around your trainer. That's what my trainers look like. What the fuck have I done this? Banged them hard on the floor, like mountain of mud come off each one. He went, "You're not coming here like this." We had to take our like trainers and bottoms off because our bottoms are caked in mud, just so we could go in. Went upstairs. I think we smoked one joint and then left again to enjoy the rest of the night. We ended up sitting at some probably Chaberleaf train station for hours and hours and hours, just tripping our nut off before we made our way back to Dagenham. Yeah, it's a shame they don't sell they're not allowed to sell the magic mushrooms in the back of wherever anymore. They're not allowed to sell magic mushrooms in shops anymore. I used to go down Camden, every single shop sold them. God forbid people have too much fun, eh? Anyway, if you like that, hit the subscribe and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.